The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Right there. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down and 4, Mariota finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kirk, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's meet the starting 11 on defense for San Francisco. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On play action, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Kirk, deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
To throw on second down, Kirk. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. Yes, indeed, that play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, Kirk, and this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Kirk. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it here with Pirine.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Yeah, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun here, Breida, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returning is Peppers. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Samaje Perine and the offense heading back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On third down, Mariota. He finds Perine out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On first down, Kirk. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
Operating from the gun. Kirk. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to throw. Kirk, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Here's Pirine. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mariota. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This is Breida on the draw. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Kirk. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Looking to throw. Kirk. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A 10-play drive that time, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. Duke Johnson, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far, with a touchdown run as well. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down. Kirk. This one, he'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This is Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Operating from the gun. Kirk, deep ball for Goodwin. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Blue 18. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here I come.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter. because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll run again with Pirine. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, Charles, you said you would be hesitant to throw it. They should run it. They did. Not only did they get space for their punter, forget that, they got a first down.
And I think that is a mild surprise because it's not exactly rocket science to think, run it here, don't throw it, take care of the football. I would have expected the defense to be a little bit better prepared than that.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, Mariota got the connection here to Bourne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Singleton. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that'll set them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Kirk. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off-play action, Kirk. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kirk completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirk. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on first down. Kirk. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Looking to throw. Kirk. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
he's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. It's caught. Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
We got this.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down. Kirk, check down to Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Kirk. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota now Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Complete to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota setting up the screen to Pirine. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.